Hi there guys, and welcome to another Fusion 360 tutorial, and in this one we're going to be taking a look again at some of the sheet metal features. So in the previous one we looked at bends, and in this one we're going to take a look at creating flanges. So let's go ahead and create a component here under sheet metal, and we'll create a sketch. We're just going to start with a basic shape, a square, let's say it's 100 by 100 millimeters. Once we've done that, we'll extrude this to the thickness of our metal, which will make 1.5. It's 1.5 millimeter thick steel. And now we will go to create, convert to sheet metal. We select this. You see it detects the thickness of 1.5 millimeters. Done. So now we have our body in here, which is a sheet metal body. Now we're going to take a look at the flange function. So let's say we wanted to create this into some shape that's going to be made out of sheet metal and bend. So we'll go to flange, and what we can do is we can select an edge. We can drag that edge out, so it's almost like you're extruding, a bit like in kind of solid modeling. You're extruding that edge out, but at the same time as extruding, you'll see it automatically applies the correct radius bend for the thickness of the material that we're using. Okay? So you can choose to extrude this out, let's say 100, and then you can choose the angle that you're extruding it out at. So we could make this 45 degrees, for example. Okay, so this is the same result as what you can do from drawing everything flat and bending. So it all depends on what it is that you are working from. So if you already have your kind of flat drawing, you can input the flat drawing and you can create bends, or you can start from this and extrude out and then create your flat from this. So we'll create another flange on this side here. And we'll bring another one up here. So you can see it automatically creates for us how this is going to look when made out of sheet metal. You're going to end up with these shapes. So if you wanted to actually bend this and have these two edges exactly line up, you're actually going to need to add a little bit to there because of the nature of the material and the bends. So you'd see the same if we also apply it on this side. And you'll also see it on the 45-degree bend that we made there earlier. So it automatically creates these for you, which means that when we create the flats from this, if we go to create flat pattern, you'll see it now automatically gives us a shape that you can laser cut, and it shows where the bends are. So this is the actual shape that you're going to need to cut out of your steel plate. You're going to apply these notches to the drawing and the cutout steel, and then when you bend it, you will end up with this shape. So that is the flange function of the sheet metal feature here in Fusion 360. And hope that you found this useful. You can check out the other video that I did on creating bends. As I say, you can basically end up with exactly the same effect, but if you were starting with the flat, so if you already have your flat drawing, so if you already had this, then you would take this drawing and you would apply the bends. But if you're working the other way around, where you want to create the shape and then get the flats, which is generally the direction you're going to be working in, then you'll probably find the flange function a lot more easier to use than having to try and visualize it in the flat form and then apply the bends. So of course, all of the other modeling tools are still available to us, such as chamfer and so on. So we can still kind of radius these corners if we wanted. We can apply chamfers to these edges. And all of that will be reflected in the flat. So you can see now our flat pattern has a little exclamation mark against it because we've made some changes, and it automatically updates that flat pattern for us. And there we go. So hope you find this useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment below if you have any questions. I'll try to help you out. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.